Hey, what's going on, everyone? How you guys doing today? My name is Matt Jarbo. Welcome to Three Buck Theater, and today we're going to be talking about an unlikely directorial candidate for Venom 2, a movie that, by all accounts, probably shouldn't exist, but due to the overwhelming box office that it took home worldwide, predominantly thanks to China, who I think, and if I'm being fair for a second, I think one of the reasons why Venom did so well in China has a lot to do with like their whole situation involving demons and ghosts and stuff. Like, this is kind of the closest they could probably get, and it might have been a bit taboo with mainland China to go and see a movie like this. So, of course, the young kids and their rebellious nature donned their finest Winnie the Pooh attire, and if you know that joke, you know it, and went to the theater to go and check it out. But no, really, we are talking about there being a new director because Ruben Fleischer, for some reason, not coming back. They did argue that in part it had to do with the fact that that Zombieland 2 was going to take up too much time. They just released a trailer for Zombieland 2 yesterday, which means it's already pretty much getting close to being done. So I don't see why Ruben Fleischer couldn't come right on and work on this movie. But this next director, crazy. It says here, Andy Serkis in talks with Sony to direct Tom Hardy's Venom sequel. Andy Serkis, Gollum, King Kong, a lot of other things, taking over for Venom? That's fascinating. Let's find out more, shall we? All right, The Hollywood Reporter has learned that Andy Serkis took a meeting with Sony to discuss the possibility of directing a sequel to Tom Hardy's Venom. Going on to say here that Sony's Venom proved to be a massive box office success despite the negative reception from critics, with the Tom Hardy film going far to earn $855 million worldwide. And of course, they started developing a sequel right afterward. It makes no sense why they would stop. Now, Ruben Fleischer will not be returning to the director's chair for the sequel, and the Hollywood Reporter sources say that Andy Serkis is the one of many filmmakers being considered to direct the film. He is best known for his groundbreaking motion capture work, is said to have flown into Los Angeles earlier this week to hold meetings set by Sony brass. Now, I could really only think of one reason why he would do this, and that would be because he wants to work with them. If that does well, maybe get a job working over at Marvel, which at this point, given how much MoCap work they do, how much work they do in general with effects, it would be like just setting him up for life with a particular type of job. Now, Sony wants the Venom sequel to begin filming in November. The script was written by Kelly Marcel, and while Tom Hardy, Michelle Williams, and Woody Harrelson are expected to reprise their respective roles. And I mean, I know that he was already in Black Panther. Like, I know he was, Ulysses Claw in Age of Ultron. And so I'm talking behind the scenes stuff, not, bringing him back in as MoCap characters, kind of like how Doug Jones keeps getting a lot of work in regards to all that stuff. So Andy Serkis is an interesting choice because he does have some directorial experience. He did do the straight to Netflix film Mowgli. It was the alternative to the Jungle Book. While Disney was working with Jon Favreau in order to make that, Andy Serkis went to Warner Brothers and made an alternative film, one not as full of whimsy and merriment, and not a direct, photorealistic recreation of the original animated movie. But his was more Mowgli. I don't want to say Mogwai. It's you know what it is. It's too close together with the Gremlins. Just saying, change the name. But that movie came and went. It did. It came and it went, and no one really looked at it as being this massive powerhouse film. I think got okay reviews. But when you think about Serkis, you think about motion capture work. And that's going to be a lot of probably what's going to happen in Venom 2. If you plan for MoCap and you plan for all that stuff with Venom on board, with having probably more Venom in the movie rather than maybe, Eddie Brock, because that was kind of the weaker parts of the film, to be fair. And a lot of people just want to see more Venom tearing stuff up. So getting in a solid director who understands MoCap, understands that technology, could maybe make it a bit smoother of a directorial process. It's entirely possible that the reason why they're not having Ruben Fleischer come back again, they want to start filming this thing in November, which means pre-production is going to start towards the end of summer. I get that, they're going to do casting, all that stuff. Fleischer should be able to jump on board. I don't know why he can't be prepping for Venom 2 while finishing up Zombieland 2. I mean, look at Jon Favreau. Okay, Favreau was doing Happy Hogan and Spider-Man Homecoming, or Far From Home. He directed The Lion King. He also wrote and produced and oversaw The Mandalorian. So if Favreau can do it, I don't know why Ruben Fleischer can't. It could be that Sony just is not. They gave him Zombieland 2 because Venom did as well as it did, but maybe there's just enough problems there to where they just want to distance themselves. Maybe because even though the movie did well, it critically was pounded. But see, the thing is, Kelly Marcel is writing this movie. She wrote the last one too. So I'd say the scripting was pretty bad in many of the instances. However, this time around, they are focusing more on the dark humor aspect of it, the Jekyll and Hyde aspect of it, right? More so than the love story. And I think, just in my personal take on that one, ultimately boils down to, like, yeah, why not? Why not just do it like that? Why not just do it in that regard? Bring on Ruben Fleischer. I mean, Zombieland, dark humor, 30 minutes or left, extremely dark humor. It makes no sense to me to not bring him on, considering he made them nearly over $750 million is what he made them when Sony really needs it. Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what's going to happen. But Serkis is a very interesting choice, one that I am actually looking forward to see how that turns out. But I leave it to you, your thoughts, your opinions. Do you think this is a good call, bad call? I want to hear it below. If you guys like the video, toss it a thumbs up. Let's get to 200 likes. Let's try 200 likes. We did real well yesterday. I'm really happy with that. Thank you guys so much. Let's try 200 likes, and subscribe if you're new, if you made it this far. And let me know. Hit me up on the Twitters for everything else. Have yourself a great day, guys, and peace out.